Hi, y'all. Happy Friday. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Hi, Moth. Who else up in here? Say hey. Pull up. You know what? Do I still have those little things on? I can edit that. Hi, Gaby. Hi, Moth. Who else is in here? I saw CMB earlier. Hi, CMB, if you're here. Hi, Gaby, who's lurking. Thank you for lurking. Hi, Andalise. We're gonna get to a good old spin. Let me just do one thing really fast. Me looking asshole. You don't want to be saved, don't save him. That is not my man, don't claim him. White boy wasted Channing Tatum. He don't want to be kept, don't keep him. Ho. Okay, so if you refresh your page, hold on. New York Fashion Week. If you refresh your page, you will see that the rewards for the giveaway should be below if you're on desktop. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna go off of. We're gonna be doing we are doing a Pokemon Generation 1 tier list, yes. That's what I'm starting with today. Is to get us into the energy of the next Pretty Pink playthrough, which is I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. That's the whole point of me doing the next tier list, is so that we can get into the vibes. So if you look below, you will see the rewards for the different spins. Let's just get into that now. We're going to be spinning 3 times for 3 different rewards. The first reward is going to be a shiny Sylveon and a shiny Poplio. The second reward is going to be a shiny Litten, and the third one is going to be another shiny Poplio. I caught the 2 Poplios on a previous stream. I caught the Litten off stream, and then I also caught the Sylveon off stream. All the information about them is in the giveaway flyer. Poplio looks like it's upside down. Poplio is spinning around in circles. What do you mean? Okay, so everybody who got invested, I'm gonna turn this music off because it's kind of distracting me from saying what I need to say in this moment. Everybody who entered into the giveaway and they did the secret special double entry, you are added in here twice. I double up the names, triple up the names. So even though your name was added twice, it's really in there 6 times, as opposed to some people who only have their name in there 3 times, for example. So we're gonna get into the first spin. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is making a sound. And the winner is Ruby, it looks like. Let's get a screenshot. All right, let's get our second spin in. Our second winner is Comet, but that was a very close one. So Comet wins the shiny Litten. I don't know if Comet needs that shiny Litten. And the third winner of the shiny Poplio is Meownick Stars. Now, we will do one more spin, and the reason for it is in case anybody doesn't want any of these Pokemon, because I have an instinct that Meownick already has a shiny Poplio, and maybe he doesn't want a second one. And if he doesn't want a second one, or if Comet doesn't want the Litten for whatever reason, it's CMB. All right, all right. So that's the first order of business today. Yay, maybe CMB. Yep. So let's get over to that tier list. I'm gonna play a little bit of music in the background. And we're gonna talk about these Pokemon, but before we get into that, let me just take a moment to I feel like the girls will agree a lot more than the starter one. Hopefully. I'm just going to take a moment to announce all the winners for the giveaway before we get into the tier list. But if you can, as you can tell, there I already have it set up. She get money. Her body see. She a baddie. She showing her panty. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She ain't everything. And then the locals. Could have had my love, but you've been so hard to. Yeah, 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 yeah. So we have Ruby who won. Comet. Comet for prize 2. Touch, 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 touch. Meownix for prize 3. And God knows I'm trying, but there. CMB's okay. CMB's username. I don't want to get into it too much, but CMB's username on Discord makes me laugh. I don't know if that's also CMB's username on here, but the CMB 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 that shit killed me. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into this tier list. We're gonna just start off start off with some heat. So I will say before we get into this though, that all the starters that I talked about in the starter tier list are in context of the opinions that I have about the starters themselves. When it comes to this generation of Pokemon in general, it is what it is. There were multiple witnesses. CMB, you won alternate. And Meownix, yes, you did win the spin. You won prize 3, which is the second shiny Poplio. There are witnesses. I probably will be posting this VOD, so yeah. I can't wait to try them. Let's get intertwined. Okay, so we're starting off strong with Bulbasaur. I love Bulbasaur. I think in Generation 1, as far as Generation 1 Pokemon go, not all the starters, just Generation 1. Bulbasaur, she get money, her body. See? Ivysaur, she a baddie, she showing her panty. Venusaur, she a baddie, she showing her panty. Now, the reason why I say that is because Bulbasaur gives so much personality. I really like Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur shows a lot of personality, and the follow up to Bulbasaur also kind of serves. You know what I'm saying? And I would even say not Shiny Venusaur. Mega Venusaur also goes back to She Get Money Her Body T. It's giving concept, it's giving illusion, it's giving everything we need from a starter. For this to be the blueprint for the starters, I would say there's a lot to work with. I still think, personally, that Charmander is a baddie with her baddie friend, because Charmander is cute. I really like Charmander. Charmander gives something. Charmander gives personality in Generation 1, but Charmander is not everything. The reason why I'm not giving Charmander is she ain't everything is because I really like Charmander, and I even like Charmeleon. I would say Charmeleon kind of stays at the same level because Charmeleon gives a little bit of versatility in the evolutionary line. But then it's kind of like, after that, it's kind of like Charizard, she ain't everything. I feel like Charizard really lacks. I think that Charizard has a diverse move pool, especially in the older Generation 1 games. I don't know about for like how Charizard would be in Let's Go Eevee. But I think that Charizard is interesting, but Charizard's not everything. I think that Mega Charizard X is a local. I think the Mega Charizard Y brings it back for us. If this was the regular, like, if Mega Charizard Y was the regular version of Charizard and this one did not exist, like, I would be happy with that. You know what I mean? Because it's giving, like, Dinosaur, Draconian, like, it's giving an illusion, it's giving a moment. You know what I mean? Squirtle, She Get Money Her Body T. I like and you know, that's my thing about the Kanto starters. Like, when we're ranking all the starters in context of all the starters, you know, I think that the Kanto starters are very basic and simple, and I think the Johto starters make it even worse. But I think that the Kanto starters in this context, they're very fun. I love to look at them. I love the middle stages of all of them, to be honest. I do. But, you know, not everybody can be a winner. Not everybody can be the moment. Not everybody can be an icon. I think that Blastoise deserves She's a Baddie with Her Baddie Friend, because Blastoise is a great Pokemon, but it cannot stand on its own and serve for me. I still think that Mega Blastoise is a local. Caterpie. Now let's get into the real opinions, right? Caterpie, she a baddie, she showing her panty. I would say Caterpie she's a baddie with her baddie friend. I like Caterpie, but Caterpie needs more for me to feel like Caterpie is really serving something that I would like to see on a regular basis. I always catch a Caterpie when I play in Kanto. I always get a Caterpie. I always get a Weedle. I normally end up having a Butterfree and a Beedrill, and I normally carry the Butterfree with me for a hot minute until it stops being useful. So I love a Caterpie moment. Metapod's giving local. I feel like Metapod could have gave something more, especially when we think about like where Pokemon went when it came to all these cocoon Pokemon and Chrysalis Pokemon that we have, these pupa stages. It's kind of like you could have done something more with that. You knew you could have done something more with that because it was giving concepts. She a baddie, she's showing her panty for Butterfree. Butterfree is Butterfree. She's T. She's everything that she needs to be. I wish she had a Mega Evolution. She has a G-Max, and I like the G-Max, but I wish she had a Mega Evolution. I like to see things from Butterfree, but I would also like to see some change from Butterfree. So she can't be She Get Money, She About Her Body T, because she's not Body T to me. This little thing, local. It's evolution. She ain't everything. It's evolution after that. She a baddie with her baddie friend, and it's evolution after that. She a baddie, she's showing her panty. I love the concept with a Beedrill. I like a Beedrill. I'm okay with Kakuna. I don't care for Weedle. I don't really like Weedle. I think that Weedle should show more versatility when it comes to being a poison type Pokemon, and it doesn't. I'm not even sure if Weedle is a poison type Pokemon. That's all I'm going to say on the topic. Exactly, Moth. A Mega Blastoise is boring, basic, and local. Exactly. There is no Metagross. What do you mean? Are you talking about this thing? Metapod? I like Pidgey. Pidgey is a she ain't everything to me. I want to see more from Pidgey. Like, Pidgey is boring to me, but Pidgey does. Pidgeotto. Now, Pidgeotto, it's almost giving, you know, She Got Money Her Body T, but it's not. She's a baddie, she's showing her panty. For me, Pidgeotto is showing her panty. You know what I mean? She's doing her thing. She's keeping it cute. The way I already know what you're going to use that clip for, Moth. I think that Pidgeot is the same vibe. I really feel like Pidgeot and Pidgeotto should switch names. She had bad she's showing her panty for Pidgeot, but that's because Mega Pidgeot for me, she get money her body tea. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like a Mega Pidgeot moment. It's giving parrot. It's giving, you know, bird of prey. It's giving something visual to the girls that we didn't get before. It's giving versatility, and not all the Mega Evolutions do that. Exactly. She got blue and pink highlights. Exactly. Rattata, local. Raticate, she ain't everything. Now, Raticate is the originator of Hyperfang, and if you know anything about me, then you know I love me a good old Brunhilde with some Hyperfang. Thank you for the follow, Avant-Garde. I love the colors on her. Exactly. I think that Raticate, she's the originator of Hyperfang, and that's T, but she's not everything. Spearow is the same rank for me as Pidgey. I like Pidgey. I like Spearow. But to me, honestly, Spearow gives a little bit more to me than Pidgey does. Thank you, Avant. I appreciate you. Fearow, I like Fearow too, but Fearow's honestly giving local to me, because why do I walk on every other route where there are semi-strong Pokemon and there's a Fearow there waiting for me? Why? She's local. She's always around. She's always loitering. She's hanging out with her girls. And I get it. You can hang out with your girls whenever you want to, but girl, go get some business. Go get something to do. Why are you around every corner waiting for me to pull up? You're no better than Golbat and Zubat. And that's what I don't like. Ekans, I think Ekans is kind of an elusive girly, especially in Generation 1. You know, I know in Fire Red and Leaf Green, the Ekans and Rattata kind of like split the games, and that Ekans kind of really doesn't show up a lot in Fire Red specifically, and I really enjoyed that. I mean, I didn't enjoy that because I really like Ekans. I think that Arbok is given she get money her body tea, because I like the concept that Arbok is giving. It's giving face, it's giving body, it's giving snaky, it's giving everything you need. And also, I remember from the anime from Generation 1 how iconic that Jesse's Arbok and Jessie were with the Arbok herself. I enjoyed that so bad. Pikachu? Hold on. I'm dancing a little bit. Hold on. This song is kind of good. Hold on. My good graces. Pikachu is a baddie. She's showing her panty. And that's actually exactly what I said about Pikachu when I was doing the original starters tier list, is that Pikachu's a baddie, she's showing her panty. Because Pikachu's giving concept. And it's like Pikachu is like a very unique individual Pokemon, because it's giving a concept. Like, Pikachu is the originator of this Pokemon has a special organ that makes electricity in its body. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy that. And also, if we didn't have Pikachu, we wouldn't have Pichu. If we didn't have Pichu, we wouldn't have Pawmi. We wouldn't have all these other iconic rodent Pokemon. Raichu, I like Raichu. I would say Raichu, she's a baddie, we're her baddie friend. Raichu does not stand alone for an iconicness with me. I need to see a little bit more from her. I need more personality. I need more versatility. You know what I mean? Sandshrew, I don't want to call Sandshrew a local. She ain't everything. I think that she kind of stays middle of the lane for me when it comes to evolving into Sandslash. I like Sandslash. I recently caught a shiny Sandshrew and Sandslash and Pokemon Scarlet. I enjoy looking at them, but I don't want to see them all the time. Nidoran female, she a baddie, she showing her panty. Nidorina, she a baddie, she showing her panty. Nidoqueen, she get money her body. C. Nidoran male, she a baddie with her baddie friend. Don't stand alone for me. Nidorino, she ain't everything. Nidoking, she a baddie with her baddie friend. Now, I said what I said. I also really enjoyed the Electric Rats. Clefairy, easy. She get money, her body tea. Clefable, easy. She get money, her body tea. The pink girlies, we stand the pink girlies. We can't look away from the pink girlies ever. Vulpix is given concept, but Vulpix is not given a lot when it comes to what we need from Vulpix. So she's a baddie. She's showing her panty. I want to see more from Vulpix. I also love Pachirisu. Ninetales, easy. She get money, her body tea. Duh. Jigglypuff, easy. She get money, her body tea. Wigglytuff, easy. She get money, her body tea. Like, who's confused about this? Okay, I love Wigglytuff. Wigglytuff and Jigglypuff are one of my favorite Pokemon, specifically Jigglypuff. But both of them, I love that line. I love what it stands for. I love them in Mystery Dungeon. I love them now. I love the shinies. I love everything that they represent. I love Igglybuff. I don't think the Igglybuff should exist, but I have a lot of memories of breeding an Igglybuff and raising it through Pokemon Sapphire. Like, it's just so nostalgic. You can't turn away from a Jigglypuff. Wigglytuff is my mom, actually. That makes a lot of sense, CMB. I love a shiny Ninetales too. That like silvery bluey color. Nidoqueen, her shiny should have been purple. Yeah, her shiny is kind of a weird pukey green color. The silence? What do you mean the silence? Okay, Zubat local. Golbat local. I like I like them. I actually really genuinely like these Pokemon, don't get me wrong. I like that they give versatility to a team with their unique typing. I never want to see a Zubat again in my life if I don't have to. And that's why they're locals. That makes a lot. I mean, I wasn't reading CMB. Oddish, I like Oddish, but she ain't everything. Gloom takes it up a step. She a baddie with her baddie friend. Vileplume takes it up a further step. She's a baddie, she's showing her panty. Vileplume by herself is not doing a lot for me. I like a Vileplume. I like what Vileplume provides to a team. But when we have Bulbasaur and the Bulbasaur line, we don't need a Vileplume. We don't need an Oddish. We don't need a Gloom. They exist so that when people choose something else besides Bulbasaur, you still have the opportunity to have something similar to Bulbasaur. And I appreciate that, but that's not what I need in my life because I often choose Bulbasaur or Squirtle. I have played through the games like Fire Red. I played one of my games with Fire Red with a Charmander. Loved it. I still didn't have an Oddish on the team. I think I did end up getting a Vileplume at some point, but it was not one of my mainstays. Exactly. Avant-garde, you get it. Avant-garde, you get it. I like you, but I swear to God, if you show your face here again. Exactly. Exactly. Because Zubat is giving the energy of that friend that you have that never stops texting you, even when you tell them, I'm going through something, I'm busy, I don't have time for you right now. It's like, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Paras, I always call it Paras. It's Paris. Paris is a local. I really hate Paris and Parasect in Pokemon Legends. I do not enjoy it. Parasect, I will say Parasect is giving a concept. She's a baddie, she's showing her panty. I appreciate the concept that she provides. Case closed. Venonat, she a baddie, she's showing her panty. I love the concept, I love the visual. In a world with Butterfree though, Venomoth, I could see more. I need more. I want to see more. You're not giving me everything I need. Thank you. Diglett, local. I remember going through any place where where I hate Diglett, I hate Arena Trap, I hate the abilities, I hate that you get stuck in a battle with it. I hate Diglett, I hate the concept, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. That's one of my least favorite Pokemon. Because like, where's the body? Where's the visual? Where's the rest? Where's the rest of you? That's what it's giving. And its evolution doesn't get any better. Ugh, I have to keep zooming out. Meowth. I like Meowth. She a baddie with her baddie friend. Meowth is not giving me concept. It's not giving me visual, but it is an enjoyable Pokemon by default. Persian. Persian, she got money. Her body tea. Because Persian, like Meowth was already getting money, but her body wasn't tea. Persian is the girl who, like, you knew her when y'all were young. You met her maybe when you were like 19. You catch up with her one day when you're 25. You had her on Instagram, but you muted her, so you didn't see her posts. One day you were like, let me go check up on her. You check up on her. She has a BBL. She got a man. She got body. She got 2 kids. She's influencing. She's doing her thing. That's what Persian is giving for me. I really enjoy Persian. That was one of my first shinies in Pokemon Scarlet. Um, Psyduck, controversial. I think Psyduck she's a baddie with her baddie friend. I think Golduck is a local. Golduck gives the same energy for me as Golbat. I see too much of you. I don't enjoy seeing you this much. Mankey, Mankey is a local. Primeape, she ain't everything. As far as fighting types go, I think that there's a lot better things to do with it. I really do enjoy, like, I want a shiny Mankey in Pokemon Scarlet, and I've been thinking about hunting for one maybe. Maybe next week one day, because I don't think that I'm going to be playing, I'm not going to be playing Let's Go Eevee nonstop back to back to back. But that's all I have to say. Primeape is interesting, but Primeape is not really a lot for me. You know, like, I like the concept of Golduck and Psyduck. I do not like the execution of Golduck specifically. Why is it so aggressive? Exactly, CMB. She can afford a BBL and 2 kids. She got that bag because she's an influencer. She's getting money. She went to Dr. Miami and she posted her visit too. She was like, "Here I am at Dr. Miami." She showed the entire surgical room. She showed everybody who was working on the team. She was showing, well, here's how they're taking care of me. And then, like, they brought her a little bit gift basket after the fact. She had 2 brand endorsements when she got the BBL specifically. And this is after she already had the 2 kids. So she also filmed when her husband and her 2 kids were walking into the hospital room to come visit her after she got the BBL, because she's that serious. Persian is that girl. She is. And honestly, Persian is like, for me, Persian is like one step below Ninetales. And that's only because Ninetales is kind of like, I already had this by default. You know what I mean? Where it's like Persian, she had to get it out the mud. Ninetales already had it together. Okay. Growlithe. I like Growlithe. She a baddie with her baddie friend. Arcanine. She a baddie, but she ain't everything. I like Arcanine, but it's like, you know, I feel like a lot of Pokemon in Generation 1 are a little bit redundant. I feel like having Growlithe and Arcanine, as well as Vulpix and Ninetales, in a world where we already have, like, you know, there's a lot of, and also Ponyta and Rapidash, which we haven't even got to yet. Like, a lot's going on here with these fire types. We don't need all of them. And I also feel like Growlithe is kind of like, you know, and this is actually kind of a hot topic because we're talking about all these Pokemon that have, like, recently that have been leaked and that have scraps and whatever else. I feel like Growlithe is a result of a Pokemon that was scrapped in Generation 1. I feel like Arcanine should have been Entei. This is just my own fan theory. I don't know. I feel like Arcanine should have been Entei, and Entei should have been another legendary in Generation 1. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you, Moth. I still need to see the leaks. I'm not really getting into the leaks that much. Like, I'll see it if I see it. I'll read it if I see it. If I don't see it, I don't care. Poliwag. She a baddie with her baddie friend. Actually, I think that Poliwag is so cute. She a baddie, she's showing her panty. And then it kind of stays at that same level, but not really, but just a little bit when it turns into Poliwag. Is it Poliwag? Poliwag? Poliwag. What is this thing called? Girl, the peanut dragon. I'm sick. We don't need her. Oh, we didn't get her. Poliwhirl. Okay, girl. I was like, what the fuck? Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. I want to put Poliwrath in the local energy, but Poliwrath and Mankey and Primeape give the same energy. Poliwrath and Primeape give the exact same energy. It's like two besties, same font. It's almost giving like two people of the same font, but they're different races. Like Abra, I like Abra. Abra is elusive. Abra is kind of giving a similar energy for me as Ekans is. You don't see a lot of Abra, but when you do see Abra, you're happy to see Abra. Kadabra. I think Kadabra's a step up. I like Kadabra's concept so much that I would give Kadabra She Get Money Her Body Tea if Kadabra wasn't such a short-lived evolution for me. It's like Abra evolves at like level 15. I feel like that's such an early evolution, and I just don't care for it. So Abra is really going to stay kind of at the same energy, same level as Poliwhirl, where it's like you're a middle evolution, you're T, you make sense as a middle evolution, you set the standard for middle evolutions, especially when it comes to that awkward teenage phase. I want to see more from you when you evolve, and unfortunately, I don't see more from you when you evolve. We get Alakazam. Alakazam ain't everything. Yes, Alakazam has that power, that oomph behind it, but it's not everything. And the reason why I think that is because Alakazam is difficult to get. It loses the pink accents that it had on it before it evolved. It has no tail. It's losing its concept. It's kind of boring to look at. I'm disappointed in you. You could have given me so much more and you chose not to in this moment, and I don't like that from you. Mega Alakazam. Mega Alakazam brings it back. Yeah, Betty, she's showing her panty, especially the shiny form with the pink, period. But Mega Alakazam is still Shiabati, she's showing her panty. It's not the best. It's not one that I used. But when I remember in Generation 6 when you could use the Megas, I got an Alakazite, or whatever it's called, simply so that I could see it in the game because I was that curious about what all the megas look like. I cared. So I really like it, but I'm not saying that it's everything for me. And that's what I'm saying now, Nick. It's almost kind of like you could have switched up a little bit some of the accents that you gave on these individual Pokemon, because Alakazam should not be losing all these, like, pieces. And I do believe, I agree with the theory, the fan theory, that a lot of these like third Pokemon or final evolutionary stage in a lot of these Pokemon like Alakazam and Machamp and Gengar and Golem, they switch up a lot of their traits. And that's probably also true for, this Kadabra and maybe something else. Maybe something else is getting this tail after the fact. Because Arcanine has the same tail as Kadabra. It's just furry. You know what I mean? It's just, we don't know because that's not something that they really elaborated on. They just kind of used a lot of similar elements for a lot of Pokemon. Machamp, this is Machop. Machop is a local. Machamp is not everything. Wait, that's Machoke. And then Machamp is not everything either. I really like Machamp. I like Machamp specifically. I don't care about Machop or Machoke, and especially Machoke. Honestly, Machoke could go to a local too, because why are you and Pharaoh hanging out everywhere that I'm going, and why are you always jumping me? Because every other high level area in Kanto, you will find a Golduck, a Machoke, a Fearow, and a Graveler hanging out somewhere, maybe a Golbat, depending on what's going on, and they will jump you and they won't take any mercy. I did not see the Vanillite meme. Send it in the Discord, please. Now this girly, you know what? You really outdid your sister Oddish here. Bellsprout, you did. Because Bellsprout's giving a concept that I really appreciate. If I didn't think that looking at Bellsprout's feet was so creepy, I would like it a little bit more. When it comes to, what is this called? Bellsprout turns into Weepinbell. I like Weepinbell, but Weepinbell kind of loses a few points for me. It's a very awkward middle stage that I think it redeems itself with Victreebel. And if Victreebel wasn't so difficult to get, I feel like Victreebel would kind of outsell even Vileplume. But for me, I think that Vileplume kind of stands above Victreebel just a little bit. Tentacool, local. Tentacruel. She a baddie with her baddie friend. I like a Tentacruel. I like the concept. I would keep one on the team. I've had a Tentacruel. I've trained them up. I've built that bond with it, but it's just not everything for me. I like the visual. It's not everything for me. Geodude, local. Graveler, local. Golem, she a baddie with her baddie friend. I like a Graveler. And honestly, I really like Geodude, the shiny version of Geodude. I love it. That's one of my favorite shinies. I hate Geodude and Graveler. Why are you everywhere? Literally everywhere. Hanging out with your ugly ass homegirls, talking shit about everybody else that you see, and then trying to pull up on me and jump me. I didn't do anything to you. Leave me alone. Ponyta, off rip, she a baddie, she showing her panty. Rapidash, she a baddie, she showing her panty. I feel like we could have gotten more from the original conceptualization of Rapidash, and I would have liked it more. Maybe a bigger horn, maybe more concept, more visual, but we're not getting all of that. And with that being said, I like some of its moves, but why is takedown your strongest move? Why is that what your focus is? Anyway, Slowpoke. I like Slowpoke, she a baddie, she's showing her panty. First evolution, I think that the local energy really overwhelms Slowbro, and she ain't everything for me. Mega Slowbro, she a baddie, she's showing her panty. Period. Sandshrew is so low. IDKY, but Sandshrew is kind of queer-coded. Sandshrew is giving very much he, they. And I understand what you're saying, but for me, that's not tea. And it's not the he, they part that's not tea. It's Sandshrew itself that's not tea. Magnemite. And everything. Boring. I get the concept. I see what you did with it. I like it. Not my tea. I don't enjoy it. Magneton. Same vibe. It's just 3 Magnemites. Same vibe. It's literally the same energy, just times 3. Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is given a concept. I actually like the whimsicality and campiness of Farfetch'd, and I wish that it had gotten more play than it does sometimes, but it is what it is. There we go. Presentation mode, period. Okay, let's keep going. I like Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is middle tier for me. But I like the campiness. Doduo. She's a baddie with her baddie friend. Dodrio. I like Dodrio a little bit more than Doduo. I like the concept. I like the pink tail. She a baddie. She's showing her panty. I feel like Sandshrew was the safe cute pick for the little gay boys that was asked who their favorite Pokemon was, but were too scared to say Ninetales or Eevee. I wouldn't agree with that because I feel like there are some that would also say something like Pikachu, Clefairy. There are other safe choices. I feel like Sandshrew is a good choice. Sandshrew is a very safe boilie pop choice. But even then, I feel like there are better Pokemon to represent the boilie pop category. What about Lapras? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's what about Dragonair? I mean, Dragonite, whatever. You know, there's so many other options. I feel like it's just kind of like in the conceptualization of the generation, it's like it kind of falls to the side for me. Seal. Seal is just kind of middle tier for me. She ain't everything. Dugong is tea. Mermaid tees, down boots. I want to be part of your world. That's what it's giving, and that's what I love. I love to see it. Love to see it. Grimer. Grimer is kind of giving local energy to me. Muck really redeems Grimer. She a baddie, she's showing her panty. If you're starting to notice, I really like a lot of Generation 1 Pokemon. Because I would say anything above she a baddie with her baddie friend, I really like it. Genuinely. Everything below that, if it's a local, I don't care for it. But if she ain't everything, it's like middle tier, you know? I will say that Lapras is gender neutral. I really like Seal, and especially what Seal was giving us in the anime, I really like Seal, but when you actually have a Seal, it's kind of like, what are you doing in this battle right now? Shellder? I won't call Shellder a local. Cloyster doesn't really get much better for me. Ghastly. She a baddie with her baddie friend. Can't stand on its own very well, but, you know, I will say she's showing her panty for Haunter. I really like Haunter. And I really like Gengar, but I feel like Gengar could have given us more, even in the first generation. Especially because, like, we have so many just basic-ass purple Pokemon. Why do you have to be basic-ass and purple? Beyond that, you're the first Ghost-type Ghost-type evolutionary line introduced ever. And I feel like you're the only one that's introduced in this generation, and you can't even stand on that. To me, Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar just don't stand on business enough for me to give them She Get Money, Her Body Tea. And I really like Haunter. Now, this one, Mega Gengar, after the fact, when we got all these other Pokemon and we had so much else to work with, I like the concept. The shiny, 8 down boots. 8 down boots. Onyx. She ain't everything. Drowsy. She ain't everything. Hypno. She a baddie with her baddie friend. She a baddie, she's showing her panties. She's shaking like jelly. I'm in places she belly, but I'm still sticking ass in the belly. Krabby. I like Krabby. I will say she's a baddie with her baddie friend. I will say Kingler. She a baddie with her baddie friend. Now that's a very low, very generous She a baddie with her baddie friend. But you know what? Kingler in a battle, when Kingler is the same level as your Pokemon and you're trying to fight it, Kingler holds its own for a hot minute before anything else happens. And so I just can't, you know, you drop your phone on the treadmill. Oh my God. Voltorb, local. Electrode. She ain't everything, but not a local. Because Electrode still kind of has that like beard combo going on, bald head beard combo. It's kind of see. What are these things called? The coconuts? Execute. Execute, she ain't everything. Executor. Executor's a baddie, she's not showing her panty, or she's showing her panty. I like that it's a grass and psychic type. I always want to see more from it, but I also always want to see more of it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get enough. I love Pokemon, I love grass types, but, you know, I feel like the lowest, there are no grass types. There is one grass type in the local category. Cubone. Cubone, she a baddie with her baddie friend. Although she doesn't have a baddie friend because her mom died. And then she a baddie, she's showing her panty. Okay, that was low. That was a little bit low. I'm so sorry. That was messy. I'm sorry. That was messy. That was messy of me. Oh.
I don't like that.
Me neither. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I like Marowak. Marowak is honestly a little bit lower for me. She ain't everything. Marowak is kind of boring to me. I don't really care for Marowak as a concept.
What's that in my cup? That's that potion. Rub the honey on my skin like it's lotion.
This is Hitmonlee. Hitmonlee is boring to me. Hitmonchan is also boring to me. If I had to give one a better ranking, I would put Hitmonlee in the She a baddie with her baddie friend. But I feel like neither of them stand alone. Actually, you know what? I really like Hitmonlee. Hitmonchan is still boring to me. Neither of them are locals because they're super rare anyway in the games. They're like in love with me. Cancel on camera. Girl, bye. Hitmonlee kind of queer to me. I mean, I guess. Did I get them wrong? Is this Hitmonchan? Girl, I don't fucking remember. Lickitung. Lickitung is She a baddie, she's showing her panty. I like Lickitung. I like that it's pink. I wish that its evolution was happening in this generation. Coughing, local. Wheezing, she a baddie with her baddie friend, or even she a baddie, she showing her panty. Hi, damsel. A bald bitch with eyeliner, what could be gayer? True. Thank you for checking in, Avant-Garde. Rhyhorn, local. Rhydon, she a baddie with her baddie friend. I kind of like Rhydon. I like Rhydon. I said Rhydon. This is Rhydon. Rhydon's a local to me because I'm just tired of seeing it everywhere. I remember seeing it everywhere when I was in Kanto. The tier list is going pretty well. I said some crazy shit about Cubone like 10 seconds ago and you missed it. Rhyhorn, I like Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn could be better for me. I would not put Rhyperior any higher than Chia Baddie or her baddie friend either, though. Chansey. Now, Generation 1 Chansey, Chia Baddie with her, she's showing her panty. After Generation 1, local. But for now, Chia Baddie, she's showing her panty. Tangela, Chia Baddie, she's showing her panty. If it evolved, Tangela would be she get money, her body T. Might just pop it on a handstand. Kangaskhan is literally she a baddie with her baddie friend. Regardless of the Mega Evolution, I like the Mega Evolution. I like the concept. Either way, she a baddie with her baddie friend. Simply for the concept, because that's literally what she is. I agree on the lease. See, what is this? Horsey? Horsey's a cutie. She a baddie with her baddie friend. No, I would say Horsey showing her panty. Seadra, boring, boring. She ain't everything. I would rather keep a Horsey. I would rather have a level 1 Horsey and play the entire region and then move on to Generation 2 and play the entire region with Horsey and then have a Seadra for like 1 level and then evolve it immediately than ever have a Seadra on my team. Miss Poissy Ren. I would say Poissy Ren is showing her panty too. I would say that for me, now this is my opinion. I know a lot of people feel differently about it. Seaking, she ain't everything. I get tired of seeing some Seaking. I think the Seaking is a powerful Pokemon in its own right. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. I don't want to see you. I wish that Poissy Ren had a fucking branched evolution. Show me something new. Especially because if you really want to get into it, they're based off of koi fish, and there's like hundreds of different variations of koi fish. Hundreds of different variations of koi fish. Like, and you can't give us one more thing, something a little bit more tea. Although I do think that Seaking is really realistic. You have a goldfish, you have a koi fish, and it's ugly as fuck, but everybody thinks it's cute. That's real. I hate it, but it's the truth. That's just how people are. Not Serena's Rhyhorn canonically knowing how to type on a computer. I feel like Serena would have a Rhyhorn that knows how to type on a computer, though. That makes sense. Unless I'm tripping, isn't Serena... Girl, my brain is fried. Yeah, because isn't Serena's mom like a Rhyhorn trainer, or is that just in the game? Or, yeah, a Rhydon... What is it? Rhydon trainer? Exactly, CMB. I feel like Goldeen was supposed to be... Goldeen is giving to Magikarp. Goldeen is to Magikarp what Milotic is to Gyarados, if that makes sense. Like, Goldeen was supposed to be the girly pop choice of the fish Pokemon. The problem with that is... Seaking is ugly and boring. It's a major part in the anime. Okay, period. So exactly. So it would make sense though if her mom is a Rhydon racer. It would make sense that she has a Rhyhorn that can type on a computer. Star you, she ain't everything for me. Star me, she's a baddie. She get money, her body tea. Mr. Mime is a local. Don't at me. Scyther, a local. Mr. Mime can go up one rank. I was kind of being rude. Mr. Mime, I like the concept that Mr. Mime gives. I think Mr. Mime is creepy. I don't like looking at Mr. Mime. I don't like thinking about Mr. Mime. I don't understand why it's so rare. I also don't understand why it didn't get a pre-evolution upon its debut. It's just not tea for me. I don't like the idea. I don't like the concept. I don't think that Mr. Mime is a local because Mr. Mime is giving something different than all the locals give. And I would say the same for Scyther. You know, we have a lot of these Pokemon in Generation 1 and even going onward that they start off with this one evolution and it doesn't go anywhere. And then it's kind of like Mr. Mime, Scyther, Jinx, Elekid, Magmar, Pinsir even goes into this category as well. Tauros, we have a lot of these Lapras where it's like the single evolutionary line Pokemon with one or two types, but it's not, most of the time they're one typing and it's just not going anywhere. I think that Scyther itself, by itself, it's not very T. When it evolves, I kind of like Scizor. Kleavor, another conversation. Jinx, she a baddie with her baddie friend. Jinx is a controversial girly. She is, and I get it. But the blonde wig and the red dress, back in the day, that was T. Now, maybe not so much, but back in the day, her reputation precedes her. And I appreciate that from Jinx. Electabuzz. I wouldn't call Electabuzz a local, but I wouldn't say that Electabuzz is anything more than she ain't everything. Electabuzz is a really, 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 really low tier C. Magmar. She a baddie with her. She a baddie. She's showing her panty. I love me a little bit of Magmar. Magmar is campy to me. Now you want to talk about locals? Pinsir? Hell yeah. Mega Pinsir? I like that it gives something, but what it's giving is very intense, so it really can't go up very much from that. Who would you call a local? Magmar? You better not be calling Magmar a local. Tauros. Local. There's just too many Tauros that exist in the games. Everywhere is the local. Hi, PJ. Electabuzz. Oh, Electabuzz is kind of a local, but I wouldn't give Electabuzz a local because I like electric types. Although you saw me put Voltorb in the local category. Magikarp. Local. Gyarados. She a baddie with her baddie friend, sure. Mega Gyarados, she a baddie. She's showing her panty. Mega Gyarados really pulled out, like, Mega Gyarados really did her thing. Like, when it evolves and it gets that dark typing, hell yeah. Exactly, but that's what a local is, CMB. Drop down, yeah. Lapras. Her body T, she get money. Ditto. Middle of the road. She's a baddie with her baddie friend. Because Ditto is literally dependent on other Pokemon. Like, it cannot do anything unless it has somebody else around it. I hate that, but it's the truth. Lapras, I don't have to explain why Lapras is top tier. Lapras is literally S tier. Based so like even if we went solely on its typing, you know, I know that I said what I said about Dugong. I like Dugong, but Lapras has a unique typing besides Dugong. Lapras is T, the coloration, the vibes, the singing, the vocal, the moment, everything, the colors, the swirls on the head. It's giving Usagi. It's giving everything. I don't need to talk about it. Eevee, I like Eevee. I really like Eevee. It runs hand in hand with Ditto for me. I know that we're going to be moving on to Pokemon Let's Go Eevee when we move on to our next playthrough. But Eevee itself as a Pokemon, nor. I think the Eevee has a lot of personality though. She's a baddie with her baddie friend. But it's like, if you really need to prove yourself, you know, then it's kind of like, we don't really, like, it's not really that, like, you know, it's not that deep for me. Hi, Ube. Thank you for checking in. Bumping it. Bumping it. Cloyster didn't catch any strays. Cloyster got put in her place. To me, Lapras stands out. Like you put all of the water and ice types in a room, Lapras stands out, and it's not just because she's the tallest girl in the room. Vaporeon. I put Vaporeon at S tier for me. Jolteon, she a baddie, she's showing her panty. Flareon. Flareon is like middle tier for me between Vaporeon and Jolteon, just based on its visual. Execution, Flareon really deserves to be she a baddie with her baddie friend, and that's it. But I like Flareon, so she's a baddie, she's showing her panty. Porygon. If Porygon was any more abundant in the region than it is, because it's not really abundant in the region in the first place, oh my fucking god. I'm so sorry. A skill issue. I'm so sorry. Porygon would be a local based on its presentation, but I like a little bit of Porygon every now and then. So we're going to put Porygon. She ain't everything. I could see a little bit more from Porygon and be happy to see it. You know what I mean? Omanytes. I would put Omanite in the local category, unfortunately. But based on her reputation alone, oh my fucking god, I am so sorry. We're just seeing everything today. Omanite, that's what I get for talking shit about Omanite. That's what I get for talking. That's what I get for talking shit about Omanite. Omanite ain't everything. Omastar. And now, if you told me about Omastar and you explained the concept to me before you showed it to me, and you told me about its name before you showed it to me, I would be like, oh, this Pokemon's kind of T, I bet, huh? And then, like, you show me Omastar, and I reel back. Like, what the fuck is this? I don't want to look at that. I don't want to think about what the hell that is. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to. What the fuck is this? Anyway, Kabuto. She a baddie with her baddie friend. I kind of like what Kabuto was given. Kabutops, same vibes. Honestly, Kabuto and Kabutops are so different that it's like enjoyable to watch them evolve. I get money on my store. Aerodactyl. Local. Don't at me. Aerodactyls, a local. Aerodactyl's evolution, a local. Why are you here? Why do you look like that? Why did you walk in the room and start yelling immediately? That's what I want to know. You got put in jail. You got fossilized for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And you pull up, most likely hundreds of thousands of years. And then you pull up and you're screaming. You're screaming. For what? Quickly. But Victory Bell is screaming, but Victory Bell's allowed to scream because she's T. Victory Bell screams in a way where it's like a drunk girl at the club. Victory Bell screams in a way where it's like a drunk girl at the club. Aerodactyl screams in a way where it's just a regular local at the grocery store screaming for no reason. And she knows better. Snorlax, she a baddie, she's showing her panty. Concept, down boots. Idea, down boots. Reputation, down boots. You can't get away from Snorlax. I want a Snorlax beanbag so bad. Articuno, she get money, her body T. I love me a good old little Articuno. Zapdos ranks pretty high as well. She a baddie, she's showing her panty. I could see some more from Zapdos and I would be happy about it. And we do end eventually see more from Zapdos. Moltres, she ain't everything. Moltres I feel like Moltres has the bigger reputation out of the 3 birds. I don't care about it though. Dratini. She a baddie, she's showing her panty. Dragonair. She get money, her body tea. Dragonites. Dragonite is not a local to me. I like Dragonite. I care about Dragonite. She a baddie, we're her baddie friend, but Dragonite does not stand alone. If Dragonite didn't come for Dratini and Dragonair, I'm sorry. Let me restate that. If Dratini and Dragonair did not become Dragonite, Dragonite would be nothing. Now, the next one we have is Mewtwo. Mewtwo is a pretty rare Pokemon, complicated backstory. She's traumatized. I relate to that. She a baddie, she's showing her panty. Mewtwo X, local energy, I'm sorry to say. Mewtwo Y, right back up there for me. Mew, easy. She get money, her body tea. Any thoughts? I don't care Articuno more like Art. Oh, well, exactly, Avant, exactly. Okay, what are your thoughts and opinions? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I will be posting this in the Discord, and I will likely be posting this VOD on wherever. I love being educated. I feel very privileged. You're welcome. Electrode needs to be demoted. No, because Electrode gives more to me in my mind. Electrode gives more of a visual than Voltorb. Actually, I think Jinx does not belong in the same tier as Golem. I like Golem. Very tier list. I have thoughts and opinions. Okay, well, if anybody else feels anything else about this, I will be taking your thoughts and opinions in the Discord, and we will be moving on to Overwatch. Shout out to the winners of the giveaway. I will be giving you your Pokemon, or I will be available to give you your Pokemon in the near future. Just contact me if you would like to have them sooner rather than later. I'm always hanging out in a VC near you. All you have to do is let me know. I'm gonna post this lovely little screenshot of the tier list in the Pokemon channel of the Discord server. If you're not in the Discord server, it is linked below. The image that says Discord is literally just a button. If you would like to play Overwatch, pull up. I'm just changing the category right now. Thank you, PJ. Have enjoy class. Good luck. Thank you, Now Nix, for putting the Discord in the chat as well. I appreciate you. All right, so the VOD is likely to end here. So thank you if you're watching the VOD. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be showing you my Overwatch playing. I just don't feel like it's the vibe. So, yeah. Thank you. Bye.